totally agree.
I personally, and a lot of people know this, I had an eye opener when, our station account tweeted out the Wiggins stuff. And we used the word, probably shouldn't have word, which brings us back to Andrew Wiggins.
It was worded
But we asked the fans, how do you feel about Andrew Wiggins? Whether or not some of you felt like you were owed an explanation. Now, it's nobody's business what Andrew Wiggins did, but it's pretty ironic that Shams Charania put his business out there away.
Can I ask you about that for just a second? Because I was talking with Joe about this, and maybe you can provide. I've never been in a classroom. I didn't, in terms of like a journalistic school. I've never been taught the ins and outs. I don't understand the certain moralities and ethics or whatever the criteria is for good journalism. Like, I consider what we're doing here, we're giving opinions, we're trying to be entertaining, we're assessing what's going on, maybe we're giving predictions or previewing things that are to come, breaking down things that just happened. But like the Wiggins thing was so wrapped up in landmines where if you said one thing, there was an entire group of people that were ready to be triggered over anything. Had it not been Shams Charania, had it been one of the local beat writers, just hypothetically, someone who's covered the team for a couple of years. I don't even want to give their names out because I think it's unfair to just use them as an example in this scenario. But one of the local beat writers that covers the team, had they tweeted out the exact same thing, does it land the same way?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know. But you are listening. I do know that you are listening to 95.7 Game, KGMZ, FM, and HD1, San Francisco, always live on the free Odyssey app. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to finish the story about the eye-opener I got on Twitter a couple weeks ago with the Andrew Wiggins stuff. And people came at the show left and right saying, how dare they talk about that? Oh, no, nobody listens to that crap show. Well, you're lying because we've been a number one show for quite some time. So you're lying about that. People do listen to the Morning Roast, number one. But number two, people didn't even want to take the time out to listen to the conversation that we were having about Andrew Wiggins. Well, we basically prefaced it by saying, we hope he's okay. We hope his personal life is going well. But how do season ticket holders, how do people who spend money on his basketball team, we haven't talked about it. So how do you feel right now? And we're about 18 games in of his absence. And a lot of people say, we hope he's doing okay.
No,
we're curious of what's going on. We're curious. We want to know what's going on.
That's human.
That's human nature. Yeah. But we're going to let him get his privacy. We had a very nice conversation.
I thought it was very adult. It was very level-headed. I thought it was very thoughtful and very sensitive.
It blows up on Twitter because of one word. And it was disappointing because people didn't want to take the time out to actually listen to the conversation. They just looked at the Twitter headline and said, oh, it's like looking at the headline of the story. Click on the story, but you look at the headline, you go crazy. Yeah. Well, why don't you read the story? Why don't you read some of the nuggets that are in the story? It'll support the headline. Or it may not support the headline. Because a lot of times, Shasky, I'll take you behind journalism school.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's a writer will write the story, and the editor will come up with the headline.
Gotcha.
Or a copy editor will come up with the headline.
So someone else.
Somebody else does. And then you may read your story like, yo, that's a misleading headline.
Gotcha.
That wasn't my premise.
Yeah.
That wasn't my motive with the story.
Gotcha.
So somebody will come up with a headline and just destroy everything. Yeah. And all of a sudden, you're getting heat. All of a sudden, you're getting called all kind of B words and everything. And it's like, wait, what did I just wrote the story. I didn't write the headline.
I'm thinking like Perry White talking to Lois Lane in the Daily News, newsroom, where he's like, Superman saves kid from tree.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Like she's writing this unbelievable article and he just comes in and puts the headline.
Jameson from Spider-Man.
Yes.
What did he say? Spider-Man did what? Spider-Man is evil. Yeah.
Exactly.
Daily Bugle. Anyway, so we got all that heat on Twitter. I know. And I'm sitting there thinking, damn, all we did was have a nice intellectual conversation about Andrew Wiggins. And all of a sudden you see pieces from Deadspin, you see pieces from The Athletic, you see social media, and it was like, it ruined my day. It ruined my day.
Yeah.
It really did. I was disappointed in a lot of people in the way they came at us about that. So that right then and there said, you know what? It's another reminder. Stay off of Twitter. Tweet to sports stuff.
I agree.
Don't get into any controversial happenings, and I'm going to keep my jobs. That's it. I would rather keep my job than not tweet. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I can't do it. Because cancel culture is so quick.
Yes.
It's so quick to just jump down your road on any. You see people out there feasting. It's almost like they have our notifications on. If they slip up, I can't wait to tweet and put them on blast. It's nasty work out there. So you're seeing the women's title game. You see what happened with Andrew Wiggins? And here's the other thing. The holier than thou, like, all you people who addressed the rumors and came up with rumors you should have to read. First of all, if you're addressing those people, it tells me that you were also paying attention to those rumors.
100%.
I never paid the rumors of Andrew Wiggins any credence. Whatever you asked me, whenever anybody asked me, I said, I have no idea what's going on with Andrew Wiggins.
did.
And I hope he's okay. I said that from day one.
My running joke, as a joke to people, was like, I don't know. And even if Bonte did know, he wouldn't tell me because I have a big mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Which was a joke. I'm saying this as a joke, but like tongue in cheek. But that's the other thing is social media is different than real life. In real life, I can't tell you how many people ask me, do you know what's going on? Yes. When is he coming back? Is he coming back? And I don't fault these people for asking.
Right.
I was peppered on a hourly basis when I was out in the real world. I can't even imagine what Bonte Hill, the guy who does TV pre and post with the Warriors out at Chase Center, I can't even imagine the amount of people asking. And I don't blame these people. I think it's human nature to be curious. And also it's human nature to care about your team and want that person. And also be the people asking, it's not like they were recklessly asking because they don't like Andrew. I think a lot of people, the majority of them, truly do care about the person.
Yeah, they do.
And truly do care about, like, I hope he's doing well.
They
Nobody's wishing for people's families to go through horrible things.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt about that. Let's see. That guy is, I'm not going to mention this guy's name, 408 Comcast Business Text Line, but that guy is insane. He's insane. He needs help. Let's go to Neff in Santa Clara.
Hey, Neff.
What's